Hey guys, I just got a question for just somebody that wanted a video of just kind of how should I get started? Like step one, create a report, sync with the ISN, get my pictures over. So let me just kind of make a video here to show you some different ways to do that. The tricky part is that there's so many different ways to do that, but let's try to kind of go over it right now. So I'm on my desktop on the home page, and you can see here is where you do updates. I'm not going to do this one right now, but I've got one available. And then we've got sync with ISN or sync with Keystone. So the next inspect, if you're using that, the jobs will automatically come over. What it looks like when you hit the sync with Keystone button, for example, is you'll just see jobs coming over into the future. So these are the future. They're kind of got this little orange thing, new from Keystone or new from iGo Keystone. And then you'll notice that when you click on one of these, they're going to open up, but there's no template. And that's intentional. We want you to be able to choose which template you want, so that you have an opportunity to apply a template. And I've got millions of them because I do all kinds of different things, but for your own sanity, I hope you only have several templates that you need to choose from, like home inspection or sewer scope. For me, this is my narrative one that I use for pretty much everything, so I'll choose that one. And now it's going to start loading the template. And this would be a smart thing to do for your workflow before you go out in the field on your mobile. You can do all this from mobile, but if you don't have an internet connection, that could be more of a challenge. So the idea behind our mobile is you can work completely offline, but it's nice to have the report information and all the chapters and libraries and your template loaded before you head out in the field. So now you're kind of ready to roll in a job, and this would have worked like this would be a similar workflow for the ISN, or it would be similar even if you're just building your own inspection right in ScribeWare. Choose a template, and now you're kind of ready to roll. So then the next thing would be pictures. So there's two ways you can do pictures. Well, there's more than that, but the two primary ways is you're going to either use our mobile device, in which case you're going to be taking pictures on your phone within our app, and all that media will sync over using this mobile media down here. So this is kind of at the middle of the screen on the right side, and the mobile media is where all of that data will come over and all those pictures and stuff. So I could actually open my phone, and I'll go ahead and open this job real quick and just take a picture, and you'll kind of see that coming over in a second. The other way that you would take pictures would be up here at the top, and that is with the media bar. So if you want to still use your camera, for example, you can just go ahead and you could click on this bar, and then you can hit this folder. And the folder is basically like a backdoor for your computer, right? This should look familiar. I'm on a Windows machine, but either way, you could go into your pictures. If you're on a Mac, it'll work the same. And you could choose, for example, a job. So I could choose this A-frame cabin I did years ago, and boom, there's all these pictures. Now, when you use this folder up here, this is not synced to anything with the cloud. That has simply connected a folder on my computer into ScribeWare. I can go ahead and use these, right? I could go ahead and drag this in, and now I've got a cover page shot. I can start just dragging pictures in as needed, but they're not synced with the cloud. If you want everybody on your team to see these pictures, how you'd want to do it is go under the mobile media and then hit the plus mark up here. And then what you could do, it's a similar workflow, but rather than attaching a folder, you could add, for example, this one picture. Now, anything I add to the mobile media folder, this is basically like a Google Drive. This is now cloud synced. So if I were on my mobile device, I would be able to see that picture on my mobile device. If I want to hide that picture, I can just go ahead and hide it. So now you go through and you fill out your report, right? You just fill things out, and you could add an observation, and you can drag pictures in and stuff. And when you're done, you hit the publish. I'm all synced up with Keystone, so I can publish and have it go straight into Keystone. If you're using the ISN or just sending an email, you could publish without updating Keystone, and that'll just build a URL. So I'll go ahead and I don't want to hit that because this is a live job, but I'll show you where the URL would live. So, and then if you're not using Keystone, for example, you would have a publish and send email. So if you had the client's email address already in the report, publish an email would just email the client. So now I'm back on the home screen here. I just jumped out of that job, and I'll go to one that is finished here. So this would be a report that I finished a couple days ago, and you'll see that right down here is the URL. So this would be the link that gets produced when you hit publish, and then if we click on that, that's going to open up the job. So this would be the job that I did. You can publish reports as many times as you want to. If you're on the pay per report plan, we only charge you if you change the client name or address. Otherwise, you can publish the same report as many times as you want. So here's kind of a finished report, all done. So again, all that's done with the publish report. If you want to build a sample report, you can hit copy report, and that'll make an exact copy of the report with all the pictures and everything. All right, I hope this helps. Thanks, guys.